thank you very much for joining us for this week's LoJoa Quick Take webinar, taking a short amount of time out of your day, out of your week, to hopefully learn something big and important about our industry, about warehouse management. We are thrilled to have with us today Dilek Hafizoglu, our senior engineer, and we're going to be talking today. Let me share my screen, and then we can actually start talking about it. There we go. Dilek, can you see my screen all right now?
Yes, I can see it, Wayne.
All right, then we are burning diesel, as they say. So today we are very excited to talk to you about an important topic, kind of where it all begins for a lot of us in our warehouses, and that's at put away. All begins at the receiving dock, right? So let's take 10 or 15 minutes, folks. And Dilek will be talking to us about this very important topic and how we can save time and money by using directed put away. Dilek, are you ready to go, ma'am?
Yes, thank you, Wayne. Thank you.
All right, let's get started.
Great. Thanks everyone for joining. So I would like to first start with what is directed put away. So as you all know, like smart rules are based and also like intelligent algorithms, we are using those to identify the best warehouse locations in the inventory. So you can build your inventory correctly in the warehouse. And let's talk about the key components of a directed put away. First of them is the intelligent algorithms, where you can just create rules in the warehouse to make sure that you are optimizing your put away processes. And the second one is the inventory management. So basically you need to make sure that you are efficiently managing your inventory, and the directed put away would be one key component of this. And of course, scanning and control comes into the play because it's important to make sure that you are transferring the correct items to the correct locations. And let's get started with the intelligent algorithms. So why you need a put away algorithm? Basically, to be able to make sure that you are creating optimized walking paths. Every single location can have a put away priority, and based on that, the system can suggest the walking path for the workers. So the workers will not need to go around the warehouse and take excessive like rounds around the warehouse. And of course, they will not get tired, and they will work more efficiently. And not only that, but it's also important to make your clients happier by making specific customizations for them, like prioritizing some locations based on your needs or their needs. It's totally like important whenever like algorithms come into place. For example, what are some examples of put away rules? We can talk about the fast moving items. If you have items that you are selling a lot, of course, you wouldn't want to put them away somewhere like far away in the warehouse where it's not easy to reach. So by this way, you need to make sure that you put these items close to the packing station so the picking process and the packing process can be done fast. Also, let's talk about double deep rack locations. You might keep your pallets in double deep rack locations. And of course, you don't want to pick a pallet that's in the back end side, but you want to first pick the one that's in front and then pick the one that's in the back. And of course, the smart put away rules come into place here by making sure that the system is checking in the background. If in the back location there is an item or in the front there is an item, and just suggest you to put away according to that. And also weight capacities can be a good like identifier for a put away rule, and expiration dates. That's also very important if you are fulfilling item orders with items that have expiry dates. Of course, whenever you are doing your put away process, you would want to put the closer expiry date items in the front, so the pickers can actually go and pick them first instead of the longer expiry dates, basically fulfilling the need for first expire, first out algorithm. And this can be again established with a put away rule. And last but not least, you will want to keep the items that are for your same clients closer to each other so you can have a better organized warehouse. And let's move to the next key component, which was the inventory management. As Rhonda Adams said, inventory is actually a money that is sitting around. So it's very important to manage your inventory efficiently. And let's talk about how you can manage it with the put away processes. So for example, replenishing your pick locations. You can make sure that you are getting the items out of your overstock locations and putting them to the pickable locations so that workers don't need to go and just pull pallets out of the overstock locations whenever they actually need only a unit item. And also dynamic transfer of inventory, that's also important because you want to make sure that you can keep in the same area multiple SKUs, or you can keep multiple pallets in the same area to optimize the inventory management. And of course, very important other aspect of this is the shipment of damaged goods. So you can prevent this by tagging somehow the items with damage reasons. And by this way, moving those damaged items in the inventory with those tags will prevent you from shipping them. And of course, the put away process would be done according to that. The system, like the algorithm, can suggest you the damaged area to put these items. So if the workers put the items to the correct location, then the pickers wouldn't pick the damaged items and the packers wouldn't pack the damaged items and you wouldn't ship damaged items. And last but not least, of course, it's very important also with these put away algorithms to optimally use your warehouse space. So whenever you walk into your warehouse, you want to see something pretty, but not a mess.
Look, Dilek, I have to say, look what you did to my warehouse. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the algorithms, not me.
Okay, all right.
Great, thank you, Wayne. And the last key component that we had was the scanning and the control. So of course, whenever you do these transfer operations, you need to double check if you are transferring the correct items to the correct locations. And you can establish this by scanning item labels or location labels, and then just making sure that the transfer is done from the correct location to the correct target location. And also, for example, not only by scanning the item and labels, but you can also manage the system at the same time by just doing the put away process, starting the put away process while the receiving process is being done at the same time. So this is a big plus for a warehouse because you can actually organize your workflow according to this to make a faster and more efficient put away. And of course, again, when it comes to human error, we want to prevent this as much as possible. We are all human. Of course, we can make errors, but that's why we have these algorithms and we are trying to use the scanning technology to make sure that you are actually doing the correct job. And of course, as I was saying, if the correct items are at the correct spot, the pickers and the packers wouldn't have problem with shipping those. So basically you will be eliminating your shipping errors whenever you do these put away algorithms. So of course you can use these key components and the general idea with the put away in any other like system that you have, but this is just an example what we have in Lajua since I'm working in Lajua. So I just wanted to show you simple screens that we have for the processes that we just talked about. Like you can see the suggested location on the first screenshot, and you can just see actually multiple locations at the same time. For example, the first one might not be available for transfer at that time, so we can easily suggest you a new one. And then you can see the transfer of the pallets. We also have a different flow for this process. Instead of scanning unit item and quantities on the pallets, you are able to scan right away a pallet ID since the system would already know what is on that pallet. And last but not least, the most important part, the damaged items, we have a specific screen designated for those where you can actually attach a damage tag while transferring the inventory. Or vice versa. Let's say you did your quality check for your items and now you think that they're good to be sold. So you can easily just remove that damaged tag from the item and then transfer to the correct location, which will be suggested by the system based on where the non-damaged item inventory of that item is. Perfect. So whenever it comes to the 3 quick takeaways. Of course, the first one was for the put away algorithms, these SMART rules are to optimize and organize your warehouse operations. So we are trying to increase your productivity and efficiency. And secondly, the inventory management. Again, we need to, you need to maximize your ordering and stocking efficiency to make sure that you are doing the correct inventory management. And the directed put away and the pick phase replenishment basically are helpful for these processes. And last but not least, just categorizing and optimizing the inventory locations with the scanning technology that I was mentioning about, it's going to give you a better visibility and control over your warehouse. So these were all I wanted to talk about for today. Thank you very much, Wayne, and thank you.
Yeah, well, Dilek, thank you very much. I know we covered a pretty important large topic. Again, the idea is to cover it very quickly. So if anyone joining us here has any questions, would like to learn more, please let us know. You can use the webinar system here to send us some questions, some chats. We'll, if we will not get to them right now, we will respond to you. Don't worry, they're anonymous. We won't see, everyone will not see your questions. But also, I encourage you to visit our website. There are many resources there for you to learn about directed put away and many other aspects of running a digitally optimized warehouse. So please, please do visit lojua.com. And specifically, if you'd like to get in touch with us and learn a little bit more about what Dilek was presenting today, just go to our site, /request demo, hyphens in between the words, and schedule some time with us. We'd love to have a short chat with you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and attention. I hope that you join us on a regular basis for the quick take webinars that we run here every Friday. So please look for emails inviting you to join. And Dilek, once again, thank you so much for your expertise. And I'm sure you probably have to run out to a warehouse right now and go optimize it. So we'll let you go. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your Friday, a great weekend, or if you're watching this on demand, have a great rest of your day. Thank you all. Take care. Bye now.